Our boat was waiting for us at Amsterdam, and we were soon on the way. The weather was fine, so it was pleasant to sit on deck and watch the world glide quietly by. There were wayside scenes that told us just which country we were sailing through, and at Wittgenstein it was nice to see windmills in working order. But not so nice was the burial place of 134 Belgian prisoners of World War II. Now we wondered if this greeting was put on specially for us. And did the bells ring out in the 16th century to celebrate the defeat of the Spanish invaders? After which William of Orange reinforced the town's defences, resulting in the name change to Willemstad. The townsfolk of Willemstad made good use of the natural elements of wind and water with their windmill and water wheel. Beautiful and picturesque scenes abound here. But there are still some reminders of what might happen to a visitor who misbehaves. Moving on, our boat was guided through canals and areas of open water. And it became clear that the waterways were great highways both for commerce and pleasure. But it didn't look as if it would be much of a pleasure getting your boat out from here. Lock gates held us up for a time. But once through, we entered Mittenberg, and here an alternative form of transport awaited us. After a check was made of our numbers in the horse-drawn vehicles, we were ready to move off from the waterfront to the centre of town. Now we began a walking tour of a medieval alleyway. Leading to an enclosed market square, round which the whole town was originally built. And out at the far end, we passed under vaulted archways into a present-day market. The old town hall, with its many turrets, held a number of pigeonholes, reminiscent of bygone days when messages could be sent by carrier bird during siege. Unfortunately, we just missed the movement of this automated clock, but we were compensated by the superb architectural features of the buildings in this town of Middelburg, which had to be rebuilt to its former glory after the last war. On the clock tower can again be seen pigeonholes for the messenger birds, and also a delightful piece of decoration. Then it was on to Ghent, famous in the past for its wool and cloth making. These products brought riches that enabled the merchants to build luxurious houses along the waterfront, and so the ancient castles became redundant.
See the tower with the flags
At one time, the canals would bring wool from England's monasteries. Now, they provide trips for English visitors. An important town in the old days, it was second only to Paris. In a large market square, there is a statue to a local hero, Sylvius Brabo. Brabo slew the giant who was controlling a bend in the River Scheldt and demanding tolls. Here the large guild halls reflect the prosperity of the town.
Now they use, of course, the marbles and the expensive to go inside, and then also special. But other than that, it's not normally open.
And here clocks seem to abound. Amongst all the riches, there is one house that does not show signs of wealth, being narrow and well tucked away. But don't be fooled by that, nor by the lack of cars. Cycling is the most convenient way of getting around here. At Schoonhaven, we had time to wander on our own, meeting one or two locals en route. And here was a 15th century town hall, which of course had its clock. And the side canals, which had a quiet beauty about them. Very different was the hustle and bustle of Amsterdam. But we managed to avoid that by taking a peaceful canal trip. And we had a final reminder of our holiday with, yes, have you guessed it? Another clock.
Die Turmspitze im Renaissance-Stil wurde später zur Zierde aufgesetzt.